In this video, I want to discuss the next steps of the process. And in this particular video, I'm going to go over preparation for setup of your free website. So you're going to want to pay attention to everything I have laid out here and take action on it. And you can always pause the video if you need to get on to the next steps. So the first step, this training is very important. It's vital. A lot of it's very easy stuff to do, as most of this is, but it is just a little bit of a setup. And so it's going to lay out some of the free accounts and free software that you'll need to set up your free website. And so I'm just going to kind of go through the process of what you need. It's recommended that you complete these tasks in the order they're represented here. And there's very few steps here, but it's just important that you do these so we can move on to the next steps as far as creating content, getting traffic, and so you can start earning an income with affiliate marketing. After completing these steps, you'll be much closer to getting your free website set up and going, and that's the whole key. So setup of your Gmail account is the first step, and I recommend Gmail just because it is reliable. A lot of people use it now. There's Gmail, there's Hotmail, there's Yahoo. All those are free. There's many other free email providers. You may already have an email account going, and that's completely fine. But if you don't already, I do recommend you have a separate email for business, and especially for this because we're going to be setting up a lot of accounts, especially with the traffic generation part. There's a lot of social media sites, Web 2.0 sites, article sites, video sites. There's all kinds of things, and you're going to want to just set up a Gmail, a Google account anyways, because we're going to be doing stuff with YouTube, and there's a few other things we're going to use to get traffic that will require that you have a Google account. So it makes sense that you have one going. And again, it's free to have a Google account, and we're not going to talk about, ways to make money with paid Google traffic, but we're gonna use things like Blogger and some other sources to help us generate the traffic. So you will need a Google account anyway, so you may as well set one up now and just get a Gmail account so you can have everything in one spot. So gmail.com, and once you go to gmail.com, how it works right now, you're just going to go to the Create an Account tab at the top right corner, and if it's not there, you can find it elsewhere on the page. But just look for Create an Account. The next page you're taken to is a page where you're going to set up your Gmail account. So you're going to put in your name, you're going to put in the username, which is the email that you prefer, choose your password, put in your birthday, and then your gender. It's very straightforward, very easy to do. And next thing would be to create a profile. You don't have to do this step, but if you want, you could include a picture. There's different things you could do here. That again would be completely up to you to set up a Gmail account. The next thing you're going to want to do is just click on Continue to Gmail in the footer. And once your Gmail account is completely set up, you're able to go on to the next step. And inside your Gmail account, which is where you're going to be taken, once you go to gmail.com, you log in with the email address that you chose, which is the username at gmail.com. Once you've logged in with that information and using the password that you provided them, you're going to be taken to a page that have four emails from Gmail, and sometimes it might be more or less. But basically, that means your account's active. So you can go through those. You can learn a little bit about how to use Gmail. Those emails are there to help you. But again, you can just delete those if you wanted to, but they are there. That means your account's set up. That means everything's good to go. So now we can go on to the next step. And so you want to have this because you're going to be getting a lot of email confirmations, and so it's easier to have it all in one spot rather than having to deal with having all kinds of different your personal email getting bogged down. So it's important to do that. So the next thing here that's very important, if you have a paid web hosting account and or have a domain name already that you've paid for and you want to use those for this system, you can actually skip the part to follow about Weebly and the other free options. So that's completely up to you again. Again, this whole system's about making money without having to invest money. So if you're one of those, you don't have hosting already, you don't have a domain, that's perfect because in the next steps, I'm going to show you, the source we're going to be using for a free website and then give you 3 other options that you could turn to. And again, all the traffic methods are free. You're not going to have to invest a dime out of pocket. In lesson 3A, I'll discuss the paid options for hosting domains and more if you wanted to go that route. Because I will say, as we'll talk about in the next few slides, the paid option is definitely the better long-term solution, but this is an excellent way for you to get started to make money without having to invest money. It's a great way to test things out, to get things rolling for you and really understand how this all fits together. Again, you do not need any paid service to make this system work for you. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there. So your free website, we're going to just build it on a very reliable system called Weebly.com. It's an established free website creator that serves over 10 million people and businesses. The upside is that it's an easy interface with very clean and simple to use designs. The downside is that like many other big brands, they can actually shut you down pretty quick with their terms and conditions constantly changing, and that's really really important. So that's one reason that I recommend you do eventually go to a paid hosting option. Now again, I'm not telling you to go that way now, but if you so choose, down the road, that would be ideal. So the best thing would be is to set up a site on Weebly and start getting traffic to it, make some money. Once you have enough money, then invest in the paid hosting and the domain. And that would be the whole purpose here of this, is to get you started. And the great thing about this system is that you can replicate it for multiple niches, and you can also go through this system because the traffic part of this training, it's all about free traffic methods that you're not going to have to pay for traffic at all, and that'll apply to when you have paid hosting in a domain. So all the traffic methods are free. The free autoresponder, it will remain free, so you're not going to have to put out a lot of money to have a good sustainable business. But again, just like Weebly, like many of the other sources, the only safest bet for your content is to have an actual web hosting provider that you actually, that you actually have your content hosted somewhere. And so that's really the main downside of sites like these is, this is the best result is, for temporary solutions to get you started, to get you on the ground for a free website. But eventually you want to go the paid hosting route, which isn't going to kill you, but it's definitely, understand that it can be a big deal when you're starting out, or you just want to test a niche market out. And so this is a good way to test it and see if it is viable, if there is traffic, if you are making money in it, and then you can pursue getting a domain and hosting. And again, once you get that, most of the traffic methods out there are free. It just takes sweat equity, which means you invest time and energy into your business. So Weebly.com, it is very established, and that's a big reason. Over 10 million people and businesses use it, and that's going to be the main reason we like it. It's very simple to use, and I think you will enjoy using it. There are a few other places that you can use to make your website. One such place is Squidoo.com. That's squidoo.com, squidoo.com. Another one is Blogger.com. Blogger.com. Again, that Blogger is actually owned by Google, so if you already have your Gmail account, you've got what you need to have a Blogger account. And we'll actually be revisiting Squidoo and Blogger.com later on when we discuss the traffic portion, because we're going to actually use them to help us get some traffic back to our Weebly site. But those are some other places you can go. Squidoo's like a one-page deal, so it'd just be like a one-page website, whereas Blogger you can actually get a little more creative with, because it's actually like a blog with multiple postings and gives you a little more flexibility than Squidoo would. But again, Squidoo and Blogger do rank well in the search engines. And another one that's kind of up and coming is called Wix.com, Wix.com. And so these are three other options if you choose not to go with Weebly. But we're going to train you how to use Weebly and go through that, and then we'll also be revisiting these other solutions when we go over the traffic portion of things. So, but again, these are other options for you. They're all free. Again, no money out of pocket. And if you are asked to pay anything, you could just go on with the free options. So now that we have, kind of laid out what we're going to go with, we've talked about Weebly.com. I just wanted to show you how to establish your account, because you're going to want to set up your Weebly account, because in one of the next videos, we're going to actually set up our little Weebly website. And from there, we're going to add content to it, add on the list building forms, put in our affiliate links, maybe the affiliate banners and those types of things, so that we can actually monetize our page. So the first thing is to go to Weebly.com. That's Weebly.com. And it's going to look like this right now. In the top corner, it's going to ask you just to register. You put in your name, your email, and your password that you prefer, and click sign up, because it is free. After you do that, they want to verify that you're a human, so make sure you just put in that basic information that they request. It's just a confirmation is all it is. So you're just going to plug in those details. Once you do that, they're going to right now have a pop under that says welcome to Weebly, and they'll ask you to put in a title for your website. So now in this part of the process, you should already kind of have an idea, based on what you watched in video number 2, all about, how to find products on Amazon and ClickBank that you want to promote. And so by this point, you should have an idea of what kind of products you want to go with. And really, for this being like the first little venture you're going after, being an affiliate, or it could be, Other ones, maybe you've tried this before, but don't get too bogged down with trying to find the perfect niche market. There is no perfect niche market out there. It's what you feel comfortable with, and it's got to be a niche where you can find a good product to promote. So at this point, if you've have your niche topic in mind, which I would recommend, if not, go back to video 2 and get your niche idea, but you'll want to put in your niche topic. So example, this would be like your Amazon product. So let's say you're reviewing streaming media video players, like those HD players like Roku and things like that, which we're going to touch on. If you're reviewing those kind of products, you may have found that the keywords are Amazon, streaming media player. That might be a keyword that people are actually looking for. And so what you want to do is go in and or just look for streaming video player. So enter title for your website would be streaming video player review site or something like that. Or let's say you're reviewing a golf training product. So it might be golf training ebook course, golf training course online, online golf training course. There's a variety of different options here that you could go with. So what you're going to do now is input that where it says enter a title for your website. So this is important because it's keyword rich. It'll help with your SEO. You could also just do the actual product review. So you could do Roku streaming media player review, or you could do how to break 80 golf training course, and just basically review the product and kind of zero in on that. So that's going to be up to you which direction you want to go, if you want to focus on keywords or if you want to focus on a particular product. But it is encouraged that you kind of be very specific as to what you want to go after, whether it's a specific product or a specific subset, like golf training, and maybe you want to help people inside golf training be better at driving the ball, or be better at putting, or be better at their chipping game or short game, things like that. Or maybe inside, um, of the media player niche, you want to focus in on HD media players, streaming players and things like that. So just decide where you want to go, but input your niche topic there. And the next thing you're going to get is to use a subdomain. It's going to choose your website domain. They'll give you three options. The first one is, to use a subdomain of Weebly. That's what you want to check. So you're just going to put the little, in the radio buttons on the left, just put the radio button next to use a subdomain, and that should highlight it in green like it does here. And then this is going to help you choose your domain. So the good thing is it has a little box that'll go red for if it's available or red if it's unavailable, so you know as you type. But you want to try to have a keyword rich domain because it's important for people that visit your site. They're going to know it's about that niche. And also some of the search engines still use that when ranking your site. So for this example, I've gone after the product name, How to Break 80 Golf, and it's a golf training product. So I went How to Break 80 Golf Training. And that's kind of what we're going to zero in with that Weebly site. So you could go that direction and just put that in there. The registered domain, obviously, that's going to cost you money. If you use a domain you already own, you could do that if you so chose, if you already had one. But I recommend for this example, just use the subdomain of Weebly. So once you have your Weebly set up, there's just a couple more things that you need to do. The first one is you want to sign up as an affiliate with Amazon.com. So for this, you want to go to Amazon.com. Now again, if you decide to not promote Amazon products and you maybe just want to promote ClickBank, then that is completely fine. You could actually ignore what I'm saying here and just fast forward to the part where I talk about setting up your ClickBank account. But either way, you need to have an account with Amazon or ClickBank depending on what kind of products you want to promote. And another thing to keep in mind is there are a few states within the United States and elsewhere, other parts of the country, where you cannot be an affiliate for Amazon, and they actually do tell you if your state falls into that category. So it's just important that you do understand that. So if you are one of those people, then you can find products on ClickBank. You can also find products on Commission Junction, on several other Share a Sale. There's many other networks out there where you can be an affiliate. But these are the two main ones, which is why we're covering it. But if you are in one of those topics, then you can just use ClickBank for now and find a good product to promote there. So just go to Amazon.com and you'll want to go to the footer of the website. So the footer of Amazon.com, meaning the bottom of it, and just click on Become an Affiliate. And this will basically take you through the process of becoming an Amazon affiliate. You're going to go to this page that says Earn up to 15% advertising with a trusted e-commerce leader, and you can just click on Join Now for free. So join now for free. And then what you're going to do inside of your Amazon account, basically once you've registered, it's going to take you inside your account. And in a future video, we're going to go over everything from, how to actually get your affiliate link. But for now, basically just wanted to show you what it looks like inside your Amazon account so you know everything is set up properly. The next thing, again, if you decide to promote just ClickBank products, then you could have ignored the Amazon part. The next thing you want to set up is set up ClickBank. You could set up both Amazon and ClickBank. You could set up one or the other. But for now, we're going to set up clickbank.com. So you just go to clickbank.com into your web browser, and there's a couple places you can choose promote products, or you could choose sign up, which is what I would recommend. Choose sign up. Once you click on sign up, it's going to take you to a very basic sign up form with very straightforward information. You've got the name that you want to have when you get paid, your address, the city, the state, and then obviously your contact details. It's important that you give them a valid email. A good one might be the Gmail that you're using for this business, or you could come up with another one. And then just go through the steps on the ClickBank sign up form and follow their instructions. On that sign up form, they are going to ask you to select an account nickname for your new account. All this means is this is the account that your affiliate ID is going to be known as. So once whatever you have here, your account nickname, that's what all your affiliate links within ClickBank are going to be coded with. So you might have a very generic one like 3G57 or something like that, dot this, or you could have J Smith 123, dot clickbank dot, whatever it is. So that's what your link would look like. So you could do your initials, you could do your name, you could do your business name abbreviation. It's completely up to you here. You could just randomly type something on the keyboard and that could be your ID. But what's important is that you know exactly what this ID is. So no matter what you use, save it to your computer, save it to the email. Put in a notepad file. Just make sure you know what your ClickBank ID is, because that's what you're going to need to activate and become an affiliate for all these different products out there. So make sure you go through the ClickBank affiliate sign up process. The software solution that we're going to need for this entire system, because we're going to use it when creating PDFs for traffic generation, and also for when we're creating actual presentations, kind of like PowerPoint here. But we're going to use a free software to create PowerPoint called Open Office, and these PowerPoints will actually allow you to share content on different slide sharing sites to get traffic. They'll allow you to create videos from them to put on video hosting sites, and then of course turn content into PDF files so that you can actually build a list and have a good offer for people. And I'm going to show you how to build a nice report for free coming up using OpenOffice. Now, OpenOffice functions just like Microsoft Word, so if you do already have that installed on your computer, you don't have to worry about this step. But again, this system is all about making money without having to invest a dime out of pocket, not one red penny. We do not want you to have to invest anything. So OpenOffice is a completely free solution for you. So just go to openoffice.org. Again, if you have Microsoft Office, you don't need this step. This is a free solution if you don't have Office yet. And just click on the link that says, I want to download OpenOffice. I want to download OpenOffice. And what it's going to do is basically take you and give you an exe file, which is an executable format, and it is a very large file. So once downloaded completely, double click on the exe file and follow instructions to install it on your computer. And it's a 151 megabyte file, I believe, which is a very good size. So it is going to take a while because it is a big program. So let it download completely so that the entire program gets on there. But what it does, it actually gives you a Microsoft, Office version of, like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, those kind of things. It does the same functions those do, but it's all in a whole suite of free solutions for you, and that's OpenOffice. So here are some action steps for you. Make sure you take action on each of these steps by downloading or signing up for the services and software mentioned. So make sure you have OpenOffice ready to go. If you don't have OpenOffice and have regular Microsoft Office, that's great. You're going to need that as we go forward. Make sure that you set up your account at Weebly. Again, if you already have a domain or hosting, you could skip that step. But make sure you have an account at Weebly.com so you're ready to set up your free website and then also, make sure you have a Gmail account going for you. So now we can start working on the content for the new website.